What's up, you guys? This is Justin here with Car Culture. Hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas, got some time to spend with their families, got some good gifts. I know I had a great time, so wish you guys did as well. Today I wanted to talk about the 5 things that I love most about this car. Honestly, I've had a great time with this car. I'm going in about 5 months since I've bought my Mustang back in July, and I wanted to share some of the 5 things that I love the most about it. So I'm gonna jump right to it. Starting with number 1, my favorite thing about the car for sure has got to be the engine, specifically for the 2018 S550. You know, you have 460 horsepower, 420 foot-pounds of torque. It's a 25 horsepower increase from the V8 in the previous 3-year models. And honestly, I think Ford did an excellent job with that 25 horsepower increase, especially out edging the Camaro, which is at 455 horsepower, and then even though the Challenger's at 485, this car is a lot lighter. Honestly, it's crazy to think, because I was thinking about getting a V6 a few years ago, but you can't go wrong with the 5.0, honestly. I'm very happy I waited for the 2018, get that 460 horsepower V8 engine. Could not enjoy it more. Huge increase from what I was driving before. I used to drive a Dodge Neon only at 132 horsepower, so I love this thing. Second thing I like so much about this car would have to be the 10-speed automatic. So up until about like 2017, before I knew this car was debuting, I wanted to get a 6-speed manual. I heard good things about it. I wanted my first car to be a manual transmission car, but honestly, once I found out that Ford had a 10-speed, I thought, okay, I'm probably gonna think about it, consider it, but knowing that it was a $1,595 increase in the base price, I thought, okay, maybe stick with the manual. It'll save me money, and it's going to be more of an enthusiast car. So when I went to go test drive one of these, the same day I went to go buy this was the same day I test drove the 10-speed for the first time, and right then and there I knew I had to get a 10-speed. Honestly, it's very responsive. It almost shifts like a CVT in my opinion, but I think that's very helpful, especially on highway speeds. It gets you at very low RPMs. I don't have any aftermarket exhaust, but there's no drone whatsoever. Powerful when you need it to be. So honestly, I don't think you could go wrong with a 10-speed. Right now I'm averaging 20.5 miles per gallon, and that's a lot of city driving as well. So 10-speed for sure is a must-have in my opinion. Now my third favorite thing about this car would definitely have to be the 3 steering modes offered in it. So you have the option right here in a button. You can choose from normal, sport, and comfort. Right now I usually drive in normal. I like driving in sport a lot. I just have been driving in normal because I've been doing a lot of like city, just straightforward driving. But anytime I'm out like on the freeway, curb-free roads, whatever it may be, I love driving in sport mode. The steering feel is very heavy. You get immediate response. It just feels like you're like very connected to the steering wheel, which I believe for a car of this power is something that Ford did an excellent job. This is like, you gotta have that 100% type of feel and control, and know like any little bit of steering, you get an immediate strong response out of. I love the heavy feel. Steering mode options are great. I don't drive in comfort as much, but honestly I do like the feel of it. For a lot of people who use this as daily drivers who aren't necessarily car enthusiasts, I think comfort is the best steering mode for them. So honestly, I love the 3 steering modes on this car. Now my 4th favorite thing about this car would have to be the exhaust and the quad exhaust tips. I didn't get the model that has the active exhaust, but honestly, for a stock GT, it is very, very loud. A lot of people have already thought, like a lot of my friends have said, like, oh, did you put an exhaust in it already? Is that factory? Is that factory? I myself am very impressed with how loud it is, especially during cold starts. I made a video a few months ago of this car cold starting and revving, and the video doesn't do it justice, honestly. The car is so loud for being stock, and I can imagine how it is if you upgrade for that $2,000 factory performance exhaust. But I love the look of the quad tips as well. I think they provide an excellent look for the car, especially because Mustangs are sporty. I think it almost like, because of that quad exhaust tip, it puts it on like the same class as like not supercar, but like American supercars like Corvettes, Ford GTs. I think it just gives it that proper aesthetic. And then the fifth thing I love most about this car would have to be the smart key feature. This is my first car that I've had that has a smart key, or just like a push to start button in general. But what I love most about it is the ability how with your fingertips you could basically open and close the doors whenever you're coming out of the car. As long as your key is in range, you can unlock the doors with your fingertips, close the door by pressing your thumb down near the edge of the door handles and lock the doors, as well as in the trunk has a little button that you can press. As long as your key is in range, your car doesn't have to be unlocked and it'll open your trunk for you. Also like the feature on the keys themselves, remote control start. I know that's more common on newer cars, but me having a 2004 Dodge Neon that didn't have any of those features, that's one of my favorite features on this car, is a smart key. So there you have it. Those are the top 5 things I love most about this car. I could go on how much I love this car and like numerous different things. Power, sound, comfort, the look, everything. But those are the 5 things I wanted to highlight for any potential Mustang buyers or Mustang enthusiasts. And that's all I got. Today I'm going to go buy a K&N air performance filter, and then I'm going to be installing that later. Definitely got some more videos coming soon. I've been busy with school and basketball, but aside from that, I'm going to try to make some time for sure. Get some highway driving, some canyon driving, and some 0 to 60 and acceleration videos. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. You follow on Instagram, car_culture 5.0. See you guys soon.